Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. So in this lesson, let's go ahead and see how we can host our website on EC2. So I'm just going to go ahead, select EC2 and then click on instances. Now here we are going to go ahead and launch a new instance, and here you can give a name to the instance. So I'm just going to call it web hosting. And then scroll down in the application and OS images. I'm going to go ahead and select Amazon Linux, which is the default one, and I'm going to select the instance which is eligible for free tier. So you see some of the instances are not eligible for free tier, so better to select the one which is eligible for free tier. And then you can scroll down, select the architecture. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and use 64-bit. And then in the instance type, you can always select the one which you need. In this case, since it is a demo, so T2 micro, which is having one virtual CPU, 1 GB of memory should be enough. But yeah, you can choose the one which you need depending on the demand of your web application. Now in the key pair login, you can go ahead, create a new key pair, but in my case I already have a key pair, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose the one which I already have created. The step is pretty straightforward. You can just click on create new key pair. It's going to create a new key pair, and then you will need to create a security group. So you can go ahead and create a new security group, or you can select any existing security group. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one, and you need to make sure you allow HTTPS traffic from the internet and also allow HTTP traffic from the internet, because we are going to host our website and we will need public to be able to access this website. So that's the reason we will need this to be allowed. And then here you can select the storage. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it to 8 GB, but in your case, again, depending on the requirement, you can go ahead and increase or decrease the volume. And everything looks okay. We can now just go ahead and click on launch instance, and now we have our instance ready. So right now it is showing in pending state. We will probably have to wait a minute until it shows to running state. And here you go, now it is showing this is in running state. Now here you can see it is having public IPv4 address assigned, so we are going to copy it. So in order to log in, I'm going to open a command prompt, and then here we need to say SSH-I, and we will need to provide our private key, which you will receive once you create a new key pair. So in my case, it is SSH private key. And then the default username is EC2-user, and at the rate you need to provide the IP address. So this is how you log into EC2, and here you need to select yes, and now we are logged into EC2 instance. And with this account we are also going to have sudo access, so which means we can switch to root. So if I do sudo su-, we are switched to root. So if I do who am I, you can see right now we are logged in as a root user. So I'm going to exit and I'm going to stay as a EC2 user. So as you can see right now we are logged in as a EC2 user, and then we will need some kind of website. So I'm just going to go ahead and download some template from free CSS, but you can probably use your own website if you have. In this case, let's go ahead and choose one of the templates. So I'm just going to go ahead probably with this one, and then we can click on download for downloading to begin. Or what we can do is we can go ahead and copy link address, and then we can go to our EC2 instance, which is this one. And here we can type wget and paste the URL here. Now we can do ls, and you can see we have the template available here. Now I'm just going to clear the screen once, and we can do unzip. Let's clear the screen again, do ls. You can see now we have unzipped folder, so I'm going to move to that folder and do ls. So here you can see we have files like index.html and several other files, so we don't need to worry about that. We are just going to use it just for the demonstration purpose, but in your case you are going to have your own project structure. Now we will be needing web server to be installed here, so we are going to go ahead and install httpd. So in order to install httpd, we can write sudo yum install -y httpd, and it has installed httpd. Now let's clear the screen again, and we can do sudo systemctl start httpd. So now httpd services is started. We can also go ahead and do status to see whether it is active. So right now you can see it is in active state. So now the next step which we will need is we will need this project directories to be moving to where www.html. So I'm going to move one step back. I'm at this location, and we can do ls. So we need this inance-html, everything under inance-html to be moved to where www.html. So I'm going to write mv, and we are going to move it to where www.html and hit enter. So you can see we are getting permission because where www HTML is accessible only to root users. So either you can use sudo in the beginning of the command, or you can switch to root user first before running this command. So I'm going to use sudo, and now I'm going to switch to root user by doing sudo su hyphen, and then we can do cd space where www.html. Okay, so we have our project here. Now what we actually need is we need to move all our project directories to here, to HTML. So I'm going to do mv and move everything to this location. Now if we do ls, you can see all our files and project folders are available here. Now let's go ahead and clear the screen once, and we are going to restart Apache server. So we have installed httpd, but that's basically Apache. So I'm going to write systemctl restart httpd. Now this time, if you saw, we didn't write sudo because we are already switched to root user, so we don't really need to write sudo. Anyway, services are restarted. So we can now go to the browser, and now here on the browser we should be able to use this public IP address and hit enter. So here you can see now our website is loading. It means our website is available and hosted on EC2. Now what we need is we need to provide this IP address. We need to add this IP address in our domain name registrar. So in my case, I'm going to use Cloudflare. Log into Cloudflare. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, let's say we are going to use IT Panther, which is my main website, and we are going to create a subdomain here. So I'm going to go to DNS. Now here we are going to add a record, and here we are going to select a record, and here we are going to add a demo. So our website is going to be available at demo.itpanther.com, and then in IPv4 address we are going to paste the IP address of EC2, which is this one, and everything looks okay. Let's click on save. Now notice one thing, if you go here on SSL, here you can see we are asking Cloudflare to change all the HTTP requests to HTTPS. So in that case, if I type demo.itpanther.com, we should probably going to get some SSL error. Okay, right now it is showing demo.itpanther.com is down. It is because Cloudflare is redirecting all our HTTP requests to HTTPS. And since we are running our website only on HTTP, we are getting this error. So what we can do here is we are going to change it to we are going to turn off HTTPS here. Okay, since it is for demonstration purpose, let's go ahead, turn it off, and then we can go ahead, close it and open a new tab, and we can write demo.itpanther.com. Now here you can see demo.itpanther.com is successfully redirected to our website. So this is how basically we can host a website on Amazon EC2. Now I'm going to create a few more tutorials. In that I'm going to show you how we can use HTTPS, and I'm also going to show you how we can run multiple websites on a single EC2 instance.